This is the Marathon Alpha, and the world's biggest streamers all got to play today. For hours now, it's been out, and I wanted to bring you a video of a breakdown of all the world's biggest streamers' opinions of this game. We're talking about Lyric, XQC, Shroud, Tim the Tatman, and myself will throw my opinions in there as well, as I've gotten to watch a lot of Marathon at this point in time. So they all got to jump in, they all got to play. The initial art style definitely is jarring for some people. Some people kind of like it. It looks very clean in some ways, very simplistic, while other people say that it looks sort of like toyish or cheap in some ways. So there's a bit of a mixed opinion, you know. Art is subjective, so feel free to comment down below what you think about the Marathon art style in general. Now, the biggest negative I heard from this was that the game just felt boring to a lot of people, like there wasn't anything super exciting or super interesting about it. This is a big turnoff for just extraction shooters in general. The boring, more slow play style tends to win you more games. I saw in one clip, it was kind of a funny clip that I think will be showcased, is XQC was like ratting at one point where his teammates started to get shot at, and he had like some inventory that he wanted to keep, like a legendary weapon in his vault or in his bag, right? So he just ran away and let his teammates die completely and then came back and revived them. So unfortunately, the gameplay will be much slower when you watch a game like this. And right now in the alpha, there's not a whole lot to do. So literally some of the world's biggest streamers played for like an hour. I think Lyric played for like an hour. Several others have played for just a very short period of time. And I think even Sir Demetrius, who's a Destiny content creator, former Destiny content creator, I guess, he played for like an hour, right? So that seems to be one of the biggest criticisms. There's really not a lot to do in the alpha right now. And so it kind of gives the game some sort of negative connotations. Like, you know, we kind of want that wow factor with a game like this. You know, we've seen a lot of games come out in the last few years, and games either have a two-pronged approach, in my opinion. You either have a game that really grabs your attention immediately and grows initially, like Schedule 1 is a good example. Obviously, you know, being a drug dealer is a pretty crazy concept on a video game, but Schedule 1 has really grabbed a lot of people's attention. So this game does not have that. This game doesn't have some incredible wow factor that's really grabbing everyone's attention. Everyone wants to play this game. Everyone wants to be a part of it. So instead, I think that Bungie's route to success with this is to have a really well-developed end game. There should be a lot to do with the build crafting, with whatever dungeon-like activities they're trying to do. You name it, that really is going to be Bungie's key to success or their key to failure in this, because if Marathon does not have an engaging endgame that gets its community to log in and play day after day, week after week, month after month, then this game is going to fall flat very quickly. And we'll see what the Bungie can do. Obviously, we know that Bungie had a bunch of layoffs, and that, of course, will affect the development of Marathon to a certain degree. Hopefully, it wasn't so bad that Marathon's first year is going to feel very flat, because they are literally building a whole new audience from the ground up, and they have a very big uphill battle. A lot of people said that the gameplay felt very slow, that the movement felt a little bit clunky. The movement being clunky is in part due to it being an extraction shooter. Again, you're not going to be sprinting around like you are in Destiny, where you have crazy movement abilities like Titan skating, or even just the blink jump in general is a pretty fast-paced ability, right? These are things that are for more high-paced action shooters, and extraction shooters just generally aren't that. So the gameplay feels a little bit slower. One of the bigger complaints was that like strafing from side to side felt really sluggish, and I heard people mentioning that. Now, to summarize what I saw from watching some of the world's biggest streamers, obviously Lyric jumped in, he was able to play, and he got bored really fast. XQC, you know, he has an attention span. He'll play any game for a period of time. I think that something new is interesting. Whether this game is going to continuously be engaging for him, we'll have to see. Only time will tell. I kind of hope that this game does appeal to some of the bigger streamers. That would really help it grow its audience. As it stands right now, it doesn't really seem like there's anyone that's like the Marathon person, right? We did see a tweet from a big streamer. Their name was Valkyrie, and they were like all about it. They were going to play it, but I didn't actually see them online streaming the alpha. So maybe that's later on in the week. Who knows? You know, a lot of these streamers right now, they're tied into so many different contracts, and they make a lot of money playing different games. So they tend to bounce around quite a bit when it comes to the streamers that are really high up there. So only time will tell if these streamers do end up liking it quite a bit. But the overall thing that I noticed, a trend within a lot of content creators, is that people were getting kind of bored fast of the alpha, which hopefully helps Bungie make a decision to let more people in, because right now a lot of people are really itching and scratching to get in. It feels like, you know, maybe you've been a Destiny fan for a long time, especially if you're subscribed to this channel, and the inability to log in and get to play the alpha feels a bit frustrating, you know. So I know a lot of people want to play. Bungie would be really, really wise to open up and send out more invites, so that way more people can get access into getting some marathon gameplay for themselves. But only time will tell if they actually do end up doing that. Right now, as it stands, though, I would say that the overall opinions for marathon are still quite mixed. No one really knows how successful this game will be, but the one thing we do know is that it kind of is missing that wow factor. And so hopefully, fingers crossed for Bungie, if you want Bungie to succeed, their end game for this game needs to be incredible. It needs to be engaging, and needs to take the players that play this game and really want them to engage and log in and play every day consistently. So only time will tell if Bungie can execute on that, though. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section below. That's a wrap on this one. Make sure to subscribe, smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.